He dug sand to reinforce shelter, found her cold alien body. She awoke. Fool. Now they'll find me. The desert had no mercy. Sergeant Mason Rourke had known that the moment his dropship went down. For 6 days, he fought heat by day, frost by night, and the kind of silence that made you hear ghosts. The comlink was dead. The storms were radioactive. His rations had run out 2 days ago. So he dug. He dug to reinforce his shelter before the next sand surge hit. Hands raw, lungs burning from grit. He was scraping out another trench when his shovel hit something solid. Metal, maybe, or glass. He brushed the sand aside. Smooth, curved, almost skin-like. Then he saw it, an arm. Not human. The body was buried to the shoulders, armor plated in silver and cobalt light. Pale skin visible through cracks where the metal had split. She looked almost sculpted, beautiful and wrong at the same time. He pressed 2 fingers to her neck, expecting nothing. Cold. No pulse. No breath. Hell, he muttered. Another ghost. He hesitated. That armor could hold a power cell. Enough to keep his heater running another night. But something in her face stopped him. It wasn't peace. It was fear. He sighed, shoving his shovel into the dirt. Fine. You win, mystery lady. He dragged her up, arm under her shoulders. She weighed almost nothing. When he brought her into the shelter, the heater flickered brighter, reacting to her armor somehow. Then her fingers twitched. Her eyes snapped open. Gold. Blazing, unnatural gold. Before he could react, her hand shot up and clamped around his throat. Fool, she rasped, voice harsh and metallic. Now they'll find me. He froze. Good morning to you too. Her grip trembled, then released. She collapsed back, chest heaving. He stared. You were dead. I was hidden. You're welcome for ruining that. Her head turned, eyes narrowing. Human. Last I checked. You shouldn't have touched me. He gave a dry laugh. Right. Next time I'll let you freeze. For a moment, she just stared at him, expression unreadable, alien. Then she turned toward the heater and said nothing more. Hours passed. Outside, the storm screamed. Inside, Mason studied her armor by lamplight. It wasn't like anything he'd seen, shifting faintly, almost breathing. She finally spoke. Why are you here? Crash landed, he said. Storm tore my ship apart. Alone? Yeah. You should have stayed that way. He frowned. You always as friendly? Her lips twitched. You don't understand. They'll track the energy signature. They'll come for me, and you'll die for nothing. Who's they? My kind, she said softly. The Dominion. She told him little at first. Only fragments. She fled from something. Her kind didn't forgive traitors. She'd crossed half a galaxy to escape. He believed her, because when she spoke of them, her voice shook, not from fear, but guilt. For days, they worked together, salvaging what they could from wreckage. Mason repaired his comrade while she scavenged metal from the dunes. He learned her name, Vale. Her wounds healed fast, too fast. And though her armor repaired itself, the light within it dimmed each night. Once, he caught her staring at him. What? He asked. You risked yourself for me, she said quietly. Why? He shrugged. Didn't want to die alone. That's not mercy. No, he said. That's human. She didn't answer, but her gaze lingered longer that night. The next morning, the horizon burned blue. Vale stiffened instantly. They found us. Who? They tracked my life signature. 3 hunters. You must leave. Not happening. They will kill you. Yeah, he said, loading his rifle. But they'll have to get through me first. For the first time, Something like respect flashed in her eyes. "You are foolish," she murmured, "but perhaps not entirely stupid." The storm came with them. 3 figures in mirrored armor, descending like ghosts from the dunes. Vale's armor flared alive, sealing over her body like liquid metal. Mason took cover behind a ridge, rifle steady. The first hunter fired, blue plasma slicing the air. Vale deflected it mid-motion, sprinting forward with inhuman speed. Mason covered her flank, firing bursts to draw attention. One of the hunters turned toward him. He dove, barely avoiding a pulse that turned sand into glass. Vale struck first blood, her blade slicing through the nearest attacker's armor. The second lunge catching her side. Mason fired again, dropping the third before it could aim. Then silence. Vale staggered, blood glowing faintly beneath her armor. Mason rushed forward, catching her before she fell. "Easy. I got you. You fight like one of us," she whispered. "I'll take that as a compliment." Her hand brushed his cheek. "You shouldn't have stayed." "Too late now." When the sky cleared, the desert smelled of ozone and ash. They buried the fallen. Dominion or not, they'd been soldiers once. That night, under the dim light of twin moons, Vale spoke again. "In my world," she said softly, "compassion is weakness. They teach us that from birth. And you stopped believing it." "I did." She glanced at him. "And for that, they erased my name. My life." Mason poked the fire. "Funny. They tried that with humans too. Didn't stick." Vale tilted her head. "You always joke. It's a survival mechanism. And yet you saved me." He smiled faintly. "Maybe that's my mechanism too." She studied him for a long moment, then whispered, "You remind me what it means to be alive." 2 days later, the rescue beacon finally pinged back. A Terran patrol, 3 hours out. Mason looked at her. "You're coming with me?" Vale shook her head. "If they find me among your people, they will destroy you to reach me. We'll hide you. They will know." He stepped closer, then let them come. She smiled, small, tragic. "You would die for someone not even of your species?" He looked at her, truly looked. "You're more human than most humans I've met." Her eyes shimmered gold. "Foolish," she whispered, "but kind." The transport ship appeared on the horizon, a streak of light against the endless sand. She turned to him. "Go. Tell them you found nothing here. I'm not leaving you to die. Then think of it as honoring what you saved." When he blinked, she was gone, vanished into the dunes, her armor's glow fading into the stormlight. Only a small shard of metal remained in the sand where she'd stood. Her insignia burned clean of its mark. He picked it up, held it tight. Above, the patrol ship descended, wind howling. Sergeant Rourke. The pilot called as the ramp opened. "We thought you were dead." "Not yet," he said, climbing aboard. As they rose into the sky, Mason looked out the window. Far below, on the dunes, a faint golden spark flickered once, then vanished into the desert.